know how it started. I don't know what you did. Now I'm the gal that's chasing you up. Flip my lid. Come here, eagle beaver, baby.
Hello and welcome to
Was That an Orgy? Woo!
starring Charlene and Teresa Bawd, two sisters that explore the topics of sex, sexuality, gender, and sex positivity. We will also try to answer the question, was that an orgy?
No,
I don't know.
It felt like one.
yeah, Dad.
Oh.
This is crazy. We have a very special guest today who recommended that we wear headphones so that we could hear lip smacking and
What is that called? ASMR? Is that what that shit is?
ASMR.
Oh, that stuff makes my skin crawl.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
the worst.
yeah. Do you know what it stands for? ASMR.
I don't ass sucking
Ass smelling.
maggot.
Ass
Yeah, I
master.
don't know.
Uh,
I hate it. Whatever it is, like that.
Yeah, close
Those-
to the microphone, like the
In the mouth sounds.
Are you talking about the proximity effect when you get down on the mic like this?
Yes, exactly.
That's different though, isn't it?
Well, I think that like when you go into your lower register, it's more like ASMR. You start like, having audible breaths, and it's supposed to relax and titillate people.
It's kind of sexy.
It's kind of
Mhm.
sexy. It's kind of sexy when
That's
you talk like
that's less
this.
sexy.
Oh, okay, sorry. Back to
Did you
sexy,
say his
back-
name?
No.
Matt.
Meh.
We should have
Didn't
told the
call me
joke right then. It just,
Oh,
yeah,
wait.
he's the
Okay,
guy
tell
with
the
no
joke.
arms and no legs, and he lays
Yeah,
on the
but-
floor.
Yeah. Oh my
have
God,
a
I've never
title
heard
from
that.
I know.
Oh.
I'm so original.
That's because we're really clever.
Yeah.
Welcome. We
Oh,
hope
yeah.
you can keep up. Because
Thank God my name's not Doug. Yeah, I mean, there's that joke too. You know.
Oh,
I don't
yeah,
know
yeah.
the
It's
Doug
true.
joke.
Bill,
Yeah. Doug
is
and
that
Bill.
they're next to each other.
Yeah. Wait. I don't know the Doug one. I know about Bob. Bob has no arms and no legs, and
In a pool.
in a pool.
Yeah.
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 Okay. What's the Doug one?
It's like if you dig a hole with a shovel. What do you call a guy with no arms and no legs? Like next to a pile of dirt and a shovel or something like that? Doug.
Doug.
Uh-huh,
Right.
Uh-huh.
Grown. Go on.
And then
Phil.
Phil is if
Yeah.
dirt
Now
goes
we-
back into the hole. Phil. These
Ah.
are really bad.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're so bad.
We've got
They're,
better
they're
jokes.
dad jokes.
Yeah.
They're not Bawd Sister or Matt jokes. They're dad jokes.
I just know that if I were going to do a Doug and a Phil, I'd want to do the Doug first and then the Phil.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. The back Phil.
I'm-
Yeah.
I think you're going somewhere else with this one, though.
Oh,
Do the Doug, then Phil kind of thing. You must have known two guys named Doug and Phil, I think.
I think so. Yeah.
Yep. At the same time, even.
No.
Spit roast.
I'm a little piggy.
Yeah. Yeah. Today's an interesting experiment. Oh yeah, what I was going to say is that
Oh, yeah.
that manicure that you got,
Yeah.
it really
my
helped
really
me.
bitchin' manicure
Yeah.
that I never. Yeah.
It
didn't
really
show up on me.
It, I stopped biting my nails. Look at this.
That is
and-
amazing.
And now I'm learning all about like the prostate and anal play, and now I call these my shit shovels.
yeah, they are shit shovels.
They're,
Oh, and
you
you
know-
have to be careful because you will accidentally like spike someone's wiener with it
Well,
too.
that's
Hmm.
that's the glory. Oh, I see. Yes, spike the wiener. I know.
yeah.
They're
done
they're
that.
definitely an occupational hazard to being a massage therapist. Now they're just like little skin cheese graters.
You
like, I even scrubbed them like after work today, and sure enough, it's like I look under there. Ugh, nails are gross. Everyone thinks nail biting is gross, but like nails are fucking gross.
No, they're not.
Yeah,
Right.
there's. Imagine all the atoms and molecules of booger and like
skin.
That
So
stuff's
much skin.
so much skin.
Everywhere, though. Like all of your skin and
It's true,
all of
but
your
it's
body
concentrated here.
Feces.
Feces.
Uh,
This
and-
feces.
So-
So
under
a
the
nice
nails.
subtle sex move though is fingernails on the underside of the dick, really gently,
Okay.
really good.
Really?
Wow.
Oh, okay.
I didn't know this one.
Good to know.
There's lots
Okay.
of different sections on the penis that feel different from different kinds of simulation.
Ah, interesting.
And that's
Okay.
the scratchy
Who was
part.
that?
Yeah, speaking of scratchy, my dog's over there scratching. Oh, poor Zaddy. Yeah,
Yeah.
good to know. Okay, yeah, I'm this
Yeah.
is so great with these headphones. We never get to hear what Michael's doing on the
Yeah.
producer's side. Yeah, that was me, a
That's
little
a sound effect.
squeaker I let out there. Sorry
Excuse
about
me.
that. Yeah,
Teresa has a very tight butthole.
I do. Yeah.
My daughter has 3 buttholes.
Oh my God! I saw your daughter's third butthole.
Third butthole, yeah.
Yeah, for everyone that doesn't know her, is she 18 now?
Yeah, she's
18-year-old.
18.
She went. I was going over there that day for a
Mhm.
barbecue, and then when I got there, I saw your baby daddy and his lovely partner and her driving away in a car, and they were like, go back there. Zoe heard of her JJ, and Stella needs comforting. So I was like, holy shit! And I go back into the back of his yard, and there is a puddle of blood that looks like, I don't know, Labrador Retriever size, but flat, like, one dimensional.
Like
Yeah.
a Labrador that got run over by a truck, kind of thing. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, steamroller. Yeah.
Also named Matt. And it was horrifying. And so then I went over to, so she jumps off of the railing of, that goes up to the house to try to jump into the pool.
Yeah.
And slips, falls, and so she like high centers the edge of the pool,
Yeah.
which made her butt bone, her ischial tuberosity, slam through her skin
Mhm.
and create a hole, and it's right between her vagina and her anus.
Mhm.
And so I went over on Mother's Day when you couldn't make it because you were sick in the head again,
Yes.
as always.
Yeah.
And so I was going to take care of her yesterday. Remember all the times I passed out watching you give birth to
Yeah.
Zoe? Yeah, 3. And so
That was
then
awesome.
Mom was there and Nikki was there, who's been her caretaker for the last few days. And all you have to do is like in that so what the doctors did is that hole that was newly created, they had to create like a drainage hole. I hope no one's eating listening to this. You won't be anymore.
They really shouldn't.
Yeah.
As a general rule.
Yes, ever in the show. Exactly. But like they had to like go into, the existing hole and, inside of her body create a drainage tube out of another hole that they created.
Yeah.
And so
That's the third butthole.
the third butthole. Now,
Yeah.
she's got such a great attitude. She's like, I
I
got
know.
3 buttholes now. And so, I was going to try and take care of her Monday, Tuesday, today too. And so Nikki started showing me how you have to like put this sanitized gauze about a foot longer and just shove it
Yeah.
up into the new hole.
Yeah.
But first you have to pull the old one out, which is covered with coagulated blood. And just like, Mom looked at me and Mom goes,
Yeah.
Teresa, sit down before you fall down. So I sat down and then I tried to like watch, and because I have to learn this, because I have to do this while everyone's at work. And then like, she starts packing the new stuff in, and like literally Mom's laughing, watching me like go, oh, I'm already sitting down beginning to pass out. And then my face just contorts and I just start crying. And Mom laughs and grabs my head and pulls it into her tummy. Yeah. Oh God, no.
Wait, so you didn't you never did the thing?
No, it gave me like instant anxiety attack, and I started passing out. Like the room was going, and Mom was holding my head, and she starts laughing, and she's like, "You can't do this." And I was like, "Oh God, thank you, Mom, thank you."
So Mom did it.
Yeah, Mom did it. Yeah. Oh God, so
Mom
horrifying.
can totally
Your
manage.
kid, though, man, nerves of steel.
I know.
Holy
she's-
mackerel,
she is
unflappable.
Terrifying.
It's terrifying. She's terrifying.
It's so scary. Like I wish she had more fear about certain things, but
Yeah.
she really doesn't.
Like
off
jumping
roofs
6
is
feet.
something you should be afraid of.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
I agree.
Yeah.
But now she maybe will be.
I think so.
I hope.
Yeah, I don't think we talked to her in depth about taking dares and stuff. And so
yeah.
Thankfully, in 7 years, her brain will be done baking. So
Yeah.
7 more
25.
years.
25 is when your brain stops.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
We just need to keep her alive for 7 more years.
I just need to
before-
bubble wrap her. And,
Yeah.
and remember, we can always say second butthole anytime she's going to do something bad.
There
second
you go.
Butthole.
Second butthole.
Don't forget the second butthole.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah, exactly.
That one was me.
Yeah.
My butthole's a little sweaty right now.
Oh, yeah, it's okay.
You see 3 microphones, but there's actually 6.
Yes,
Oh.
exactly. Yes. I have my Bluetooth
that'd
on.
be so dangerous.
The chair-mounted mic.
I want to keep the headphones on now in every session. This is great hearing what Michael's doing over there.
I know.
He's having a gay old time.
I know. You had no idea the sound effects were happening before.
I didn't. No, and now everyone just thinks we have chronic gas, and we're fucking pigs
And
while
now,
we're in here.
Now we know that Michael sits there like laughing his ass off with all the sound effects he puts in the entire time.
right,
Because
exactly.
none of this is funny.
At all, ever.
No, I know. We're just like puppets. We're just here for boobs.
We're puppets. We're fuck
We're
puppets.
puppets.
Yeah,
Puppets,
exactly. We're all here for your boobs, actually.
Oh, all right.
Yeah. Yeah,
Congrats.
it's true. Yeah.
Congrats, me.
And they're amazing. They're
Thanks.
amazing, Tits McGee. They're
Thank you,
amazing.
thanks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
this is our special guest,
Yeah.
Matt.
Nothing special about me, but sure.
Do you
Are
have
you
three
sure?
buttholes? How many buttholes do you have?
Just the one.
Just the one. All right.
As far as I know.
I'm
I've spent
sure
a lot
it's
of time
spectacular, though.
Yeah.
With
You're
mirror
not
down
dead
there.
yet. You're not dead yet. Not dead yet. You might get a couple more before you die.
That's right.
It's true.
Yeah, it's true.
One-
A guy can dream.
One, pool jump away.
One pool jump away.
Yeah.
Exactly. Accidents happen too,
That's right.
Yeah, especially if you're playing with power tools. So,
Mm.
but yeah,
like the fuckinator.
yeah, the
I wonder if
fuckinator
the
that you brought
fuckinator
in
could give
here.
someone a second butthole.
And that's like a jigsaw with a dildo on it, right?
yeah.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
It's a special.
Yeah.
Like, really fast?
Yeah.
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 But I have a Ryobi saw, so it actually can go slow as well.
pretty. And she's got one of
pretty
those
delicate.
power buffers too, in case you have acne and you just need someone to buff out your butt zits.
Need your butt buffed?
I had this construction job when I was like 16, and they had this gigantic vibrator for cement. Like if you pour a wall with cement, they had this vibrator. It was a metal thing about this long and about this big around, connected to this huge motor. And you turn it on and you drop it in the cement, and the cement just zzz, all the air just comes right
It's
out
not
of it.
that thing
Oh,
that we
wow.
see people using.
No, like jackhammer.
Yeah.
No, this has like
Yeah,
a flexible wand and then a
Ooh.
huge, gigantic, vibrating dick that if you try to hold it, it would just kill you. And I thought,
Wow.
God damn, how fast would that make a woman come? Jesus. I don't. It would be so unsafe.
That would be my
Oh,
thought
wow.
too.
But I mean, as a 16-year-old boy, how are you going to think about anything else?
Right, exactly.
It
I'm
tells me
still a
so much
16-year-old
about you.
boy.
It tells me so much.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Matt's new to me today. These guys go way back or
Way back.
way in or something like that.
We go
and,
deep.
and she just convinced me, no, we have to have this goofball on the show.
Yeah.
Just for the jokes. For the
Just
dad
for the
jokes.
jokes.
Mostly
Yeah.
for the jokes. Yeah.
And questions
First one
too.
was-
Supposedly there's
Yeah.
questions. Maybe they're
or
Yeah,
comments.
coming.
I've got questions.
Yeah.
Yeah?
All right.
Well, randomly, you can just spit out jokes and questions. as much
Although
as you want.
before you do
Yeah.
that, normally we start with like, what or who did you do this weekend? And I think not a lot for you because obviously you were probably blowing snot bubbles more than people.
Yeah,
this
definitely. As
weekend.
of Sunday, nothing.
No one,
Nothing fun happening, yeah.
You didn't do
Yeah.
anything
Yeah.
fun.
I had a good
Anyone.
weekend before Sunday.
Oh, good.
Definitely, yeah.
Did you have an orgy?
No, I didn't have any orgies.
Damn it. Ah.
Yeah, damn it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who'd you get your cold from?
I think I might have contracted it on Thursday, maybe. I don't know.
Oh,
I don't know how long.
Hard to
Yeah.
tell when you're a whore.
Yeah.
How the hell did the cold virus survive COVID, by the way?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it
Yeah.
did.
As soon as the mask came down, like March 10th or whatever, like I went to a friend's wedding, got sick, got double sick, got a sinus infection. That was fucked up. But yeah, I thought we killed all that shit.
Oh no.
I know. Oh well, it's
We're
it's
just-
back with a vengeance.
We're just coming out now, and we've been protecting ourselves for 2 years, and
Yeah.
now we're weak.
Yes, and the colds
We're
are
vulnerable.
angry.
Yeah, the colds are angry.
And they're horny. they wanna nose fuck you.
Oh
And-
my god, my nose
Yeah.
is like a hotel right now. It's like an all inclusive
Hotel.
spa happening
Yeah.
right here.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, God.
What was that?
I don't know. I like it. Michael, are all these sound effects happening on every episode and we don't even know about it? Okay.
Oh my god!
He's just fucking with us.
Never know. I listen to them. You guys probably, do you bother listening to your own episodes?
No.
I don't listen to
I
my
do.
podcast episodes usually.
I do sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not always. Like sometimes I can be like, oh yeah, I remember that.
Yeah. 'cause
Yeah.
You're already there the first time.
Yeah.
Frosty the Blowman was an angry, horny soul. Yeah, I can't remember all the words. That's a good song. I did that.
I don't
Yeah.
remember those words.
Yeah.
We had Chester's nuts roasting on an open
Yes,
fire.
we rewrote that too as children. Yes.
did.
We said my nuts roasting on an
Yeah.
open fire.
No, from a juicy fart.
From a juicy fart.
Oh,
You're
that's
right.
better. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then Jack Frost coming in my nose. Jack
that's better, yeah.
Frost coming. We sang it on one of our episodes in here.
Yeah,
Dildos
it's-
rejected because of what I injected.
Wow.
And it gets harder as it grows.
You guys have
Yeah.
way better lyrics than I did when I was young. I was
Yeah. How old were you when you rewrote that?
Probably 12. I don't know.
See, I think I was 12 and you were 13.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
That was the year that we wrote all sorts of songs.
All sorts of songs.
We did.
Yes, it's true.
That was also the year we wrote Celibate Monday. Or
yeah, you did.
I wrote it,
with
yeah.
Jenny.
Je-
You won't say her last name.
Jenny. No name. Yeah.
Jenny wants to be respected, probably has a day job.
Yeah.
We'll leave it at that. Hey. Yeah. So Matt, who'd you do this weekend,
I mean-
or what? What or who?
What or who?
What or who?
I think, like Shari, had like a good weekend before Sunday.
hmm
Ah,
was good.
gotcha.
Yeah.
Mother's Day really isn't the day to get it on, is it?
Right.
Yeah.
guess,
I don't know. As a
I just had
mother,
stuff
I
going
would
on.
like to celebrate by getting it on Mother's Day,
Right.
but just not with my family.
Emulate the
Yeah.
activity that got you there, the mother status
Yeah.
in the beginning.
Motherfuckers Day.
Motherfuckers Day.
Yes.
Fuck a mother today.
Fuck a mother.
Fuck a
today.
Mother Day. Maybe that should be what, Saturday or Monday?
Or Sunday.
Or the
Yeah,
actual
I
day?
mean-
Fun day.
Yeah.
Let's call it fun,
Fun
day,
day.
I think.
Fun day.
Yeah. Mhm, fun day.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
How about you?
God, I always have such a hard time remembering. I think it's an ADD thing.
Wow.
Maybe.
Let's see.
It's like-
What was this weekend? Let me think. Mother's Day. Before that, yeah, I feel like there was a party in there, but not your kind of party. My parties are boring. Everyone just
Oh.
Chips
you
and
know,
dip and
chips and dip and a
Bud
little
Light.
Bud Light, Parcheesi.
Zima.
Yeah, because it's God.
Yeah, we like to do spelling bees and that old thing. Yeah, nothing. If I can't remember,
Little
then it
Naked
must have been
Twister.
pretty mellow.
Yeah.
Yeah, a little
maybe.
naked twister.
Or maybe
yeah.
you're just having like rejecting the, suppressing the feelings or whatever, repressing.
Right,
Yeah.
exactly.
I know the word I'm looking for.
Yeah,
That's
yeah. I'm blocking it out. You
Right.
know,
'Cause
it's
it
too
was
much
so
to
hot.
admit. Because I'm gonna go with that. I think it was just so fucking hot.
So embarrassed
But I
that
can't even
you
remember.
got that drunk and had that much sex. You're like, yeah, I don't want
Yeah, exactly. When you take that much D, I probably got like a mild traumatic brain injury from all the D's hitting my face.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
So you had like a bukkake
Yeah,
weekend.
bukkake.
Yeah.
Oh, which reminds me, I was just looking through my journal yesterday. Maybe it was this morning.
Wait, you have a bukkake journal?
Yeah, I do. Yeah, and
I
I
guess
have
who
everyone.
doesn't?
I have everyone
Yeah.
autograph it with their jizz pen.
Mm.
Yeah,
It's like invisible ink.
It's just visible ink.
jizz visible. Yes, and I've already said this on the show, but I
Yeah.
did make up a joke. What do you call it when a bunch of ghosts jizz in your face?
I don't know.
Boo! Cocky.
Oh my god.
Recunulus.
We've been trying to make up a joke too.
Yeah.
What is
We
it?
need a middle part though. But I made another joke that's super sick. Should we tell that one?
Yeah. Tell that joke
Do
for
it,
sure.
do it.
All right, so it's a pre-sex abuse joke.
Uh-huh.
So there's two guys named Jim and Bob, right? And they were good friends, but they didn't really ever talk to each other about the stuff that happened when they were younger.
Mm-hmm.
So Jim's like, yeah, I had this Father Dan was in my life, and he would like have sex. Not really. He would just sort of sit next to me, and we'd watch porn, and he would like jack me off. But it came so fast because I was young. But we did it for just a few weeks. It wasn't that big of a deal. And Jim goes, well, Bob, what happened to you? And Bob goes like, yeah, it was much worse. Father Mike, like, he would have sex with me against my will, anal sex with me. And like, it went on for years. So, Jim got off easy, but Bob had it really hard.
but I'm fudge.
I think I told him in the wrong order.
Oh my god.
It's supposed to go the other way.
Oh my god. And
like
then when
that.
I heard that joke,
Yay.
I followed it up with why are altar boys' hair? Why is it parted in the middle?
Oh, yeah, I know it.
Yeah, it's a visual joke.
It is
Yeah, it's a visual joke.
Does it-
You act like you were stroking the hair of
Of
someone on their knees, crotch level in
Right.
front of you.
Yes.
That's what you do.
Yes.
for-
Good description. Thank
yes, yeah,
Nice.
exactly.
Yeah,
yeah, yeah,
Subtitles.
yeah.
you. Okay,
subtitles.
will you tell the other joke?
What? I don't remember it.
The
It's not done though.
no, not that one. The one that
Just
the
say
toe.
it. Say
The toe.
it. Say it.
Sorry,
This
never
is
mind.
great.
I thought
Right.
that one was so funny, and I'd be laughing for days. But that's okay. You can-
Backtracking.
we'll get there
quickly.
later.
Yeah,
We'll get there later.
Well, there's-
exactly.
like the one that we're trying to make a better joke of is why do guys like flop their dick on a clit a few times before having sex?
Yeah.
Why?
It's the reset button to like erase all the previous settings.
I like that.
So we're working on a setup for
I
that
always
one.
wondered. I
Yeah.
always wondered what that was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
It's someone trying to
So-
reset your crotch when they're doing that on.
So it
Yeah,
doesn't
right.
feel good.
It's like a vaginal etch a sketch.
That's it.
Well, there's another penis thing. Like
Yeah.
tapping the penis like that gets it hard.
Uh-huh.
It
Ah,
absolutely.
I'm
does.
taking
I
notes.
always assumed it was for the guy's benefit.
Yeah, I think guys assumed that it was for your benefit. 'Cause I thought
Oh
it
no!
doesn't feel good.
Now it's all coming
It's-
out.
Yeah, now
it-
we know.
It's
Now I know.
sometimes it's good, and sometimes it's like, what's going?
Yeah, you're
What do you-
supposed to like
yeah.
edge up to that
Yeah,
simulation, right?
yeah.
You know,
You can't just like start with it.
I know.
Yeah,
Slap,
yeah.
slap, slap.
Yeah.
I mean, you're
Yeah.
supposed to start by like avoiding the clit entirely for the first 20 minutes or so.
Thank you. Your mother taught you right.
Yeah,
She's
it
like,
was my
no,
father."
honey, not yet, not yet. Avoid that for a little longer.
Yeah, my father was a gynecologist, so
Was he really?
Yeah.
Oh
So,
my goodness!
I knew about cervixes when I was 9.
Oh my god!
Ah.
Do you have any pubic cervix announcements for us all that you
God.
learned from your dad? I mean, you must have heard so many stories, like about the good, the bad, the ugly, and
Some.
everything in between.
Yeah.
I mean, what are the most famous? You have to have like an
you
epic
ready
tale.
for this one? I don't really have a lot because he didn't really share that much stuff. But
Yeah.
if you have warts, what are those? Cervical
Oh,
warts.
cervical warts.
Cervical warts.
HPV.
And you get them
Yeah.
removed with a laser.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
The smoke that's resulting from that is toxic.
Oh,
Oh,
wow.
wow.
So the doctors have to like not breathe that in because it's really
Oh, that's
Just don't
funny.
huff
Who-
it.
who
Don't
other
huff
than my
the-
dad
the
would ever
wart
know
smoke.
something like that.
I think there's a song in there waiting to happen. Don't huff the wart smoke. Don't do it.
Don't huff the wart smoke.
This-
Because who would
this-
know?
This ages me, but like when I lost my virginity, I think I told this on some episode.
Oh yeah, you did.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I got chlamydia and warts for my very first time having sex.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then I had to like go in. This is back in the 1800s, and they had to with a scalpel like dig the venereal warts out. And then at one point she was like, "Oh, the roots on this wart are really deep. I'm going to have to get my circular blade."
Wow.
So it was like imagine a really deep cookie cutter that they have to turn in like a corkscrew. Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
Nowadays, I think they would just use fluorouracil.
What's that?
That's how you treat warts.
Oh,
Oh.
God, you know a lot about warts. Mm.
Mm, yummy.
So he
Never
never told you epic tales of like,
Pussies.
OBGYN
think
exams
he-
gone wrong? That sounds like a horrible video.
Like, pussies with
OBGYN
glitter on
exams
them
gone
or
wrong.
anything
I
like
think
that?
he delivered babies for the first part of his career and like 1,000 babies or something like that. And then he
Yeah.
did gynecologic
Sorry.
gynecologic work after that, like
Uh-huh.
female exams. But actually, one of the other good dad stories is when he was in the military overseas.
Uh-huh.
A lot of the sailors wanted to get circumcised
Mm.
as adults,
Oh yeah.
and my dad was like
Ah.
the circumcision king. He was
Oh,
like he could
wow.
just slice that off. He could do
Wow.
a baby in 20
Wow.
seconds.
Was it because they was screwing so many whores that they thought it would make them cleaner, or were they
I think
worried about
this-
judgment for?
The way he told it, he want this. The women were used to circumcised penises in that part of the world, wherever it was.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
And some of the guys weren't circumcised, so they wanted to look like other guys, so they would be able to do that. So,
Right.
and circumcision as an adult's not small.
Not as
Yeah,
fun.
That's a couple of week healing time.
Yeah,
yeah,
I'd imagine.
exactly. Oof.
Oh.
Especially at that age, like when spontaneous erections happen.
Oh.
Like, oh, sorry, did I take us there? Oh God.
I was at a bris one time, and
That has nothing to do with age, by the way. Those happen.
It's true.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
I was a nanny,
happen.
and a 5-month-old baby had an erection while he was nursing, and like,
Damn.
I shouldn't have been nursing, but no, I'm kidding.
Yeah.
No, it was on his mom, and
It took me a
but
second.
yeah.
So you're like breast milk. Is what you're
I
saying.
know. I'm like, I wasn't even lactating. It was probably a bad idea. But yeah,
We totally cut you off.
yeah.
I know.
I do that. I'm really
Fucking
good at
assholes.
that. Yeah. You go.
Yeah.
It was me.
Anyway, no, it's her.
It was
Chris.
me. It's always me.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. No, I was at a bris one time,
Oh, right.
and I didn't look away, and I kind of regret that decision. But I wanted to know.
Oh, no.
I wanted to know exactly what they were cutting off because I think at that time I had never seen an uncircumcised penis.
Uh-huh.
So I was like, "What's up with that?"
Yeah.
And yeah, it was pretty
Traumatizing.
pretty yeah.
Oh, God.
It was
I
pretty
know.
crazy,
And
yeah.
that's what we do to babies. Like, welcome to the world. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
you know.
Smack, clap, 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 clap,
Yeah.
clap.
Yeah. Like,
God.
but Shar, animals and babies don't feel anything.
No,
So,
definitely
if you didn't
not.
know that.
They cry.
Yeah. They just
Yeah.
cry.
Yeah.
They just want attention.
They cry because they're
Yeah.
hungry,
Yeah.
not because their penis hurts.
No, they
So-
just want attention.
Yeah.
I'd like to say that male circumcision is genital mutilation.
I think
Yeah.
so too.
They should
Ain't
not.
right.
No, man,
Yep.
that should not happen anywhere in the world.
I
anymore.
agree.
It's
I
2022.
Yeah.
Unless they decide to do it as an adult.
Yeah.
Or as a,
Knock yourself out.
16 or older,
Right,
they
but
go,
Doing it to a
Yeah.
baby, taking off
Yeah.
that's very, very sensitive tissue.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's going to
yes.
make it. That's going to change your life in negative ways when you're an adult.
Yeah. I think I imagine that well, like, okay, so I've only, been around one of those. And what I noticed is that sexually speaking, it's great. It's like nature's lubrication.
Yep.
Because you have that like nice loose skin. I went like this, everyone.
you have nice
Yeah.
loose
Yeah.
skin on your cock.
I'm
Look at that.
pantomiming. I'm just skiing.
Look,
That's-
I'm
huh?
skiing.
Yeah.
I've got two
I'm-
uncircumcised penises.
I'm jacking off 2 ghosts next to me.
Mhm.
But like, yeah,
Really-
there's
with really small dicks because your fists are closed.
I know, right? Exactly. Well, they're ghosts,
Yeah.
but the other thing is, I imagine that little brown star. That the other thing is that I imagine the head of the penis, the skin in that area gets desensitized. Whereas, like, if it was covered all the time, then like, I imagine when you like pull the skin back, like the head of the penis is more sensitive on people that have foreskin, protecting the penis from getting overstimulated as they do their daily lives.
Mhm.
It's rubbing against your corduroys and your denims all day, and the body has a way of reaching homeostasis. And so, I
There
imagine
may be something to it, but like
Yeah.
I was circumcised. I'll never know what it's like to not be
Right.
uncircumcised.
And I
Right.
know I have heard of this about people trying to get their foreskin, like get some kind of surgery where it gets put back on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, holy shit!
Where would they
that's
take that skin from?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Ooh.
Oh man.
Yeah, hopefully someplace that needed a nip and tuck.
I can't imagine it having like a similar
Feeling.
kind of feeling. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
they'd
mean, I
have to
just
put
don't
one of
know.
those balloons in your genital region and blow up your dick skin for a while, like
Yeah.
like an inner tube under the skin. Just keep blowing it up and blowing it up. I might be onto something. Maybe I
Yeah.
should patent this.
Maybe maybe that's how they're doing. I don't know.
Yeah.
That's wild.
I don't know.
Yeah,
don't know.
you should jump right on that.
I know.
Oh, come on! That was like a.
Yeah.
Jump right on that
Oh,
inflated
God.
dick skin.
How did I miss that?
I put that right there
Yeah.
on the tee for you.
You set it up, and I was like, Helen Keller, where is it? Where is it? I don't know.
Bumping around it.
Christ, exactly. And then I fell on it.
It's
Yeah.
it's like
Yeah,
one of
don't leave
those
me there.
dark orgy rooms where you just walk in and you're just like,
Tell me more
Feeling
about those
around,
rooms, Shar.
yeah.
That sounds fun.
I know,
Oh, does it?
exactly.
Yeah.
I actually know where there is one.
Inquiring
Really?
minds
Yeah.
want to blow. I've never heard of this before. A dark orgy room. Wow. That's cool.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm so vanilla.
I
Jesus.
have not had any interest in going into one of those just because.
What if I'm in there?
I
you
know
know?
exactly,
Oh, God.
or
You
or
know?
like old
Yeah.
man, old man penis balls who's covered in like
oh, God.
lice and
Dick
5-day
old
old
man
jizz.
balls. Yeah,
yeah,
dick
This
old
is
man
true.
balls.
The
Yeah.
big balls.
yeah, dick old man balls. Yeah,
It's all fun and games till you're shipping dick old man balls.
yeah, and
Ugh.
yeah. There's just I have to be able to visually inspect
Yeah.
everything.
I'm not age shaming, by the way, you guys. There's
No.
just someone that I refer to as dick old man balls because he's
me.
a dick, and he's just old man balls. That is who he is as
Yeah.
a human being.
Well,
Yeah.
and Old Man Penis Balls is a character that Stella made up when she was like 5 years old.
Oh my god, I didn't even realize that.
Yeah.
Wow. There's a lot of dirty midichlorians in our blood. Yeah.
Midichlorians. Oh,
Midichlorians. That was a nerd Star Wars joke.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah. Well, did you have prepared questions for the Bawd Sisters?
I don't know if I'd say prepared, but I thought about talking about the subject of what happens in a relationship if one partner is going through something where their libido is down or they're physically not able to have sex, or for whatever reason, the normal slight difference in libido becomes large.
Yeah. Dump them.
I know.
Out of there.
Come on, man.
I'm
What if
just
it's a
joking.
relationship you really want to keep? I took you seriously.
Oh.
Fuck you for that.
That's the second time someone said "fuck you" to you just now.
I know. I think I'm gonna get
You're
lucky
getting all the
tonight.
"fuck yous." I mean, I do know quite a few. Well, and I think it's because of my age. I know quite a few couples that's happening right now. And I think it's pretty common that, as your hormones kind of shift, and you're going through perimenopause, that like you can feel a dip in your, sexual energy. And I, it helps to sometimes, if people are open to it, to have kind of a move toward a more open relationship in some ways. But that's not the only way to go about it to kind of fix it. But that is how I've seen it happening. And,
I mean, that's one
kind of
like
working out.
If
better.
there's an open relationship, if there's that trust and all the other things that go along with,
Yeah.
with polyamory or open, that's certainly a great way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think, oh my God, it just left me. This cold is killing me today. Thank you.
Oh,
Yeah.
I love this song.
What a careless whisper your mind just had.
My mind just had a careless brain fart whisper.
That's okay. I always go back to communicate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like talk about the reality of the situation and what options are and see, it's like sometimes I wonder, like, if someone's sex drive drops, does it not mean that, they can sort of like be coerced or still have some spirit of being able to play with someone where they're willing to entertain the other person's sex drive? Is that possible and okay?
I think you guys have maybe never had low libido. And maybe never had an apartment with really low libido.
Yeah.
Because that doesn't work that way. When you really, really don't want to have sex, nothing's going to turn you on. And that's actually really hard. Not to joke. That's not going to work.
Well, here's what I'm wondering, though. I think my mind was going here is that can someone still not get something out of it to engage in play with someone else? Just kind of be open to, instead of thinking like, I don't want to feel this, I'm not going to get off on this.
Yeah.
Is it possible, just like we do other things like, together and for each other sometimes, is it possible to communicate to a place where you get someone to engage in a playful way with you, to kind of satisfy your needs? Because it's one of those things where it's like we have a relationship very close to us in our life, where it's like there's a guy who's not being serviced. That's a horrible term. God damn me. Pat the bunny. God damn my impulsive brain.
Cervixed?
Cervixed, exactly.
Oh
But a
my
bunch.
God,
Yeah. And it's like if you are willing to get into a relationship under the auspice that you are going to be, fulfilling each other's needs sexually, and then like things change, and then you start to deny, for whatever reason you lose your own libido, and then just deny them, their sexual needs. That's a big problem. And I hear about this, like, even as a massage therapist, people unload their stress and talk to me about their problems. And this comes up a lot where people, they end up being somewhat sexually imprisoned in their relationship, where it's like they've taken their vows, their oaths, and they can't go anywhere else. And yet,
you're not allowed to.
Yeah. My sexuality left, and so yours has to too. And it's not fair. And there's even a part of me, I remember I was talking to someone one day, and saying like, I kind of feel like if you go into a long-term relationship or a marriage is the one I'm thinking of, and then the other person just like denies that completely for you, to me, it almost nullifies the marriage, because part of it is like being faithful to that person sexually in
Right.
most marriages.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And if you go into it with that rule set and then they deny that, well, doesn't it kind of deny the agreement in general?
Yeah, it does.
In a way, yeah. I
if
mean,
there's some
yeah.
intention, like if there's intentionality and there's no effort to like change the situation,
Mhm.
Right.
like
Yeah.
that goes on for a really long time. But like if like there's a marriage and the guy gets cancer or something and
Mhm.
then loses his libido entirely while he's going through chemotherapy and treatment,
Yeah.
Ooh,
that's rough.
for a couple of years or whatever,
Mhm.
Yeah.
his wife needs to get laid
Yeah.
or husband
Right.
or whatever.
Right.
So that's got to be,
yeah.
but that's going to be
Yeah.
really hard for the other party to take
Yeah.
because they're
Mhm.
going to be kind of jealous.
Yeah.
And so there's going to be a lot of really complex emotions. I was hoping you guys
Yeah.
would be experts at this shit.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
You just know how to do orgies, I guess.
Yeah.
and fuck as many-
That's all
Have
we
you
do.
watched the
We
show?
only do
Have you
orgies.
watched the show?
Actually, I have.
No, there are a few different components too, and sometimes you can reach a part of it where so there's the feeling desired part. That's
Mhm.
an important part
Mhm.
of it. There's the touch that can be sensual and non-sexual, and then there's the actual sex part of it.
Mhm.
And the release or
Yeah,
whatever.
totally. Yeah. Intimacy is just the first two things mainly.
Right,
Mhm.
right.
Mhm.
And so you can, maybe your partner can do the desire part even.
Mhm.
Maybe you can do something like massage. And because touch is a really, really important part of a lot of relationships. And so that's like at least one thing you can do if you're not feeling like sexual at all.
Right. You're still a sensual being.
Right. Everybody still needs touch.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah.
And then, the conversation about like, so I also have sexual needs.
Mhm.
What,
Mhm.
what do we propose that I do with
Mhm.
this desire that I have?
Mhm.
And I do know of some marriages that have been saved and are very happy from kind of having like a don't ask, don't tell sort of policy where it's like, the partner who has higher sex needs, higher sex drive gets to go have more sexual relationships. And then the other partner has romantic interests so they go out
Right.
and they
Reading
go on
novels and
more
shit? I'm
dates.
just kidding.
What's that?
Reading novels and shit.
Yeah. Reading novels with her.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they're everybody's kind of getting what they want. And they're not just relying on the one partner for everything.
Mhm.
Because you're never going to get all of your needs met by one person.
Right.
Mhm.
In
It's
any
true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you shouldn't, that's not a healthy relationship.
Yeah,
Correct.
yeah, and that's
Yeah.
one of the failings or the trappings of monogamy itself is that we in this culture, somewhere along the line someone thought that was possible, and
Yeah.
is it 53% of all people that end up in divorce?
I don't know.
Those
I'm
odds-
100%.
Yeah,
Nice.
right.
Aren't you
And-
300%? No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah. I'm 100% like, I don't even want to do that because I don't want to end up there. It's
You've
like-
seen me do it twice
Yeah.
now.
well, in my serial monogamy, it's like it always just ends. So I'm just like, well, let's not lie,
I read a lot of books. Humans and really primates are not built to be monogamous.
Right.
Mhm,
Yeah.
mhm.
Read about the bonobos, I'm saying.
Oh,
Right, closest
man.
living
I love
ancestors.
them.
I know,
Yeah.
and they're a matriarchy. I'm just saying, down bastards.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah,
I
worship the queen.
tried something
do.
in my last marriage. It still failed, but I tried something that after learning about the bonobos, when I was mad at him, I would
Throw
go,
shit at
go
him.
after him for sex. No, I'd be like, no, let's bonobo this shit out. Like let's fuck it out.
Hate fuck him.
No, I
Oh.
really wasn't even hate fucking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was really like
Using it as a tool.
you get primal, I guess.
Mhm.
Like you can
Mhm.
just be like, all right, let's okay,
fuck
we're
this shit
angry,
out.
we're gonna fuck this shit out.
Yeah. That's interesting.
And
Well,
it
Yeah.
did work
Okay,
quite a few
you know-
times.
you
And
know-
there are some things you can't fuck your way through.
yeah, it's true. But
Fight, cunt.
Yeah, she.
Yeah,
I like
cut.
it. I love the C word.
Daddy.
Oh,
You gotta reclaim that, right?
Daddy.
yes,
Yeah.
Daddy. So one of
Cut.
the things I like about that approach is that people often engage in this, just destructive effort to punish one another, and sort of
Yeah.
withdraw their love and attention and approval and sexuality when we're mad because we're trying to, use the threat of abandonment and judgment as a primal threat, like we're also afraid of being abandoned, especially when you invest all of your needs into one person.
Yeah.
And that's like, the opposite of that I'd never heard of and never tried. That's kind of genius.
Right.
To just be like, all right, we know we're not going to abandon each other. Let's cut the shit. Stop punishing each
Yeah.
other. Let's just see what happens if we fuck the shit out.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's genius.
It does. It can work. It takes both people turning toward each other for that.
Yeah.
And it
Unless you're
doesn't
doing
have-
it doggy style.
Good point. Good point. And that might be a good place to start if you're really mad,
Yeah.
so that they can't see your face and you're like eye rolling, like, oh god.
When's this gonna end? Are you done yet?
Yeah.
Wrong
Exactly.
hole.
Yeah. You're texting your girlfriend.
That's my third butthole.
Yeah. Oh. I saw it. I saw it, so I have to cringe. You know.
I
Ugh.
have a picture of it right here on my
Oh
phone.
God!
She's-
You should just show it to Matt. It's one of those things
no,
where
it's my daughter's teeth.
Oh, that's
Daughter's
true. I'm
for JJ.
sorry.
I don't
I'm
wanna see
sorry,
that.
Zoe, if you're listening. I didn't mean to.
Yeah.
Oops, me and
I'll
my.
show you my first butthole, but I won't show you my daughter's third butthole.
Yeah, you're a good mom. That's why I don't
You're
have.
welcome.
That's why I don't have kids. Yeah,
You'd be like, hey, you want to see my daughter's teeth?
I know. Oh, I've done worse. God, I've shown him yours, but
Wait, what?
just joking. I'm just
Hi?
joking.
Wait, how do you have a picture of my teeth? That's
Aren't
what I
you
want
like
to know.
No, if we had smartphones when we were kids, we would totally have
Oh yeah.
all that shit.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Thank
Oh, my
God,
God.
we didn't. Thank God we didn't.
Takes 2 seconds to take a picture that lives forever.
I know,
Uh-huh.
right? Especially
Don't
if you
I
send
know
it to
it.
the wrong
Yeah.
person.
Yeah.
Ugh. Yeah, but then the other thing, just to get closure on your question, I think the other thing is like, I just always go back to fucking therapy. For complex problems like that.
Yeah.
You come up against the end of your skill set, and it's like, that's why we're a wonderful collective consciousness. We're all, investing in exploring and self-educating in different subjects, and we need each other. You can't know everything. So, yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Mhm.
Yeah. That's the
Mhm.
theme music to which
Yeah, I'm trying to
which
identify
show?
it.
What is it? Oh, exactly.
Elevator
Everyone's
music,
like,
okay.
everyone's like,
elevator.
Teresa with her therapy again.
It is a good recommendation.
Yeah, right.
Therapy's good.
Exactly. I know.
Especially fucking therapy, the way you described it,
fucking therapy, bitches.
because you actually called it that.
Yeah, fucking
Surprising.
therapy.
Fucking therapy.
Fucking
Yeah.
therapy. That's a good
Yeah.
catchphrase for any sex therapist. Fucking therapy.
Yes, Daddy.
Yes,
Oh, yes, Daddy. Oh my God.
And apparently there's even fuck surrogates, right? You can hire
Yeah.
people.
Really?
Yeah.
I've
Not-
heard
not
of hugging
prostitutes, but, like-
therapists, but fuck surrogates. That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that'd be a pretty smart thing to do.
it would, because they probably, if they're real pros, they are able to, kind of compartmentalize. I said compartmentalize. And be able to have professional boundaries.
Mhm.
Whereas in all other sort of like, beyond monogamy relationships, it's a sticky little ocean. But,
Yeah.
in therapy, like if you see a therapist, you're not allowed to be friends with that person outside of the practice. Like, I think it's
Right.
illegal. And you're definitely not allowed to be like stooping, booping, although we know someone that did. We're telling.
I'm telling.
And his name is John Cena.
John Cena's
We
butt.
said we weren't telling. God, Michael. Yeah.
Man, he has got his finger on the trigger with these sound effects.
I
love
know.
them.
That's
I
why the women
know.
like him.
Yeah.
He's got his
Is that
finger.
why?
Pew, pew, pew. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. He knows how to make them make noises. Do you have another
Oh,
question for us? You're doing so well.
Wait,
what?
I've been working
Alright.
on
The railroad.
I think yes.
All the
All
live long
the
day.
long day.
Yeah.
All the live long day. No, I've been trying to come up with the worst pickup line
Oh
to
yeah.
see if
Okay.
it works and to
Uh-huh.
see if I could still get laid. And
Yeah.
I'm refining it, but I'm
Oh,
gonna see if I
boy.
can come up with the worst pickup line. Okay. Will you put a baby in me so I can murder it in my barren cum crypts?
Holy shit,
Do
Char.
you think
My
Yeah.
God.
that would work?
Wait, will you put a
Yeah.
baby in me so I can murder it in my barren cum
Crypts.
cum
Cum crypts.
crypts?
Yeah.
What is that, like a crumpet? Like, I don't get the
No,
crumb
no.
crypts part. Like,
Well,
what the fuck?
apparently women have, these like areas all up in there where cum just kind of hangs out.
Are
and
they like
dies.
rugae, like little folds? Like,
Yeah.
right.
Do you know anything about cum crypts?
It
From
rings
your
a
dad?
bell? No.
Okay.
We
Okay.
didn't talk about that stuff.
I'm
You did-
always the one that's like, please explain.
Yeah.
So here I am advocating for everyone as ignorant as me. Yeah, what is it? Is this a fold in the vaginal wall? What
I'm
is a cum-
assuming that the cum crypts are like somewhere back around like the backside of the cervix or something like that.
You're
Where
pointing at
like
your boobs, though. I mean,
Yeah, exactly.
somewhere.
I'm sure
somewhere in
those
the back
have
of the
performed as
cervix
cum
where-
crypts through time as well. In their
No,
own
these
way.
are cum meadows.
it's like
Tomatoes.
someone that gets
Meadows.
silicone.
That was
these
for
are filled
Mom.
with cum.
Oh my God! If only.
Silicone.
Ah,
Ah.
that would warm the cockles of my heart.
Yeah.
No. Yeah.
All right,
I'm assuming
so-
it's just somewhere up around like
Let me
back
get this
behind the
right.
cervix because the cervix is
So-
pretty like deep, and so there's
Yes,
like
I do.
all that little. Oh yeah.
My fingers aren't that long.
Yeah.
But yeah, so now I need to hear the line again. Now that I know what they are,
All right.
like
So with the line,
flagellin folds.
Put a baby. Put a baby in me so I can
Mhm.
murder it in my barren cum crypts.
All right, that's where
I think that might be the worst pickup line ever, but
I think it is.
I wonder if it would still work.
it would work.
I think we need
it
to
would
work
still
on
work.
Oh yeah, because it's so fucking funny.
Yeah.
Is it?
Oh yeah, because
Yeah.
it's so over the top that
It's
no
so
one's going to take it
disgusting.
serious.
Yeah.
But I mean, one of the other pickup lines is "put a baby in me," and that turns
Yeah.
some guys on.
Right. So this one is
Right.
like,
Yeah.
put a baby in me so I can murder it in my barren
Yeah.
cum crypts.
That's
Yeah,
funny and yeah.
I'm gonna
Especially if
say
they're dressed like that.
I'm gonna say
yeah,
it's like
maybe that would work. Yeah.
yeah. That's gonna go two ways. Some
Yeah.
are gonna be like, "Boing, put a baby in you." You know, oh yeah. It's just like it hits their inner Neanderthal monkey, spunky, funky. You want to spray on your junkie?
I had this friend on his
But-
dating, like when he would start texting people on dating profiles, he would go completely over the top with comedy.
Yes.
And it worked every time.
Really? Did it?
Comedy
Not every
does?
time. Yeah. Like
Did he call
totally
it
over
comedy?
the top.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's great. Well, and then you
Ah.
find your people. Like if they can't get with your sense of humor,
Yeah.
don't fucking go there.
That is true.
Yeah,
it definitely
absolutely.
backfired a couple times, but that was also hilarious too. Reading
Oh, good.
reading the conversations
Yeah.
when they took him seriously.
Yeah. And yet, yes, exactly. If you find people that are turned on by a sense of humor, ace in the hole.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That's a great
There
way
you
to
go.
go.
As it were.
As it were, ace in the hole.
Yeah.
Yeah. I got to work on pickup lines.
Yeah.
Do you?
Well, you know
Maybe
what?
not.
Come to me for some advice because
Okay.
I have all the really good pickup lines, obviously.
Do you have more that are at the top of your cranium?
No.
Good.
None that I can think of.
Keep them in your blowhole.
I'm going to keep them in my blowhole. Maybe I'll write another disgusting, like maybe I'll try and one up that one.
Yeah.
Well, I think that one time when I talked about making my own lube and it's called luberia, I think that was pretty disgusting too.
That's disgusting. But funny.
Luberia
Yeah.
for your
And it-
butthole.
Made with diarrhea.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
made with diarrhea. Right.
But you have a special process that like cleans
Yeah.
it. It's clear.
Yeah.
It's tinted. Yeah.
Of course it is. Yes. What else would it be?
Oh man.
Yeah, and maybe your dirty haiku too. I think you're good at haiku.
Yeah. I
Hey,
write
do you
really
want to
filthy
perform
haikus.
your haiku? What was it? Your haiku for 2021?
Oh no.
Yeah, do
I
you
don't
remember
think
that?
I that took me like 5 or
You
6
had to
takes
you had to practice
do that one. Yeah.
All right, never mind.
Yeah,
Sorry to
because
put you
you
on the
have
spot.
to. It's all about the syllables, and I couldn't get my screaming syllables
Yeah.
exactly in correct.
Yeah.
Welcome to the Sex Haiku Podcast.
Oh my god.
575 all day long.
We should try that one
Yeah.
entire haiku
Yeah.
podcast.
All right, that's it. It's
Yeah.
a challenge.
I-
You're coming on
I'm not
again.
going to come on for that one. I'm
Oh,
sorry.
damn it.
You're not.
That's not
Unless
your
you like it,
superpower.
maybe.
Yeah.
Come on, you can
Well,
write some
okay,
haikus.
now is it time for another question?
I don't. You have questions? Why don't you ask me
I
questions?
thought
Oh.
you were going to ask us
I
questions.
just had those questions.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
All
well,
right, all
hold
right.
on. Let me look up another question that someone else said.
Oh yeah. You get.
I
Questions from
always have
people.
questions.
Yes, it's true.
I
Yes.
backlog these questions.
She backfills them. Yes. Which
Backlog.
reminds me of Two Girls in One Cup.
Oh my God.
I-
I actually just opened up a thing of hateful haikus.
Oh, wow.
2 girls, 1 cup. Yeah.
So Two Girls, One Cup. I do think that they backfilled one of those
They
ladies
totally did.
with some
Yeah.
kind of like a
Black
chocolate
licorice
mousse
ice
thing.
cream.
Ugh.
Something.
Peanut butter.
Peanut
Yeah.
butter. Yeah.
Because there was cuts. I mean, I watched it closely.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
there was cuts in the video.
I
Well,
love
and
that you did that. I did too.
I've never seen
Several
such
times.
fluffy, creamy poop before.
Me neither.
You know,
Like,
and
did they
yeah,
whip
I
it?
ate a
Suppose if
lot
it
of
goes
fiber.
in and out of various different orifices for a while.
Yeah.
It would look like that maybe, but I don't think so.
Yeah. You don't think it's backfilled?
I mean, I
Like-
tried the same thing and it just didn't look
Yeah.
like that at all.
Yeah, gotcha.
But were you using like a piping
That was, I
bag?
should have really had a bigger laugh on that one. It was pretty.
Yeah, that's
I
okay.
give you a big
We're-
laugh.
I'm
That's
hard
good.
to shock, so don't expect a laugh from me. Yeah. There you go. That's what you need. All right.
That's,
I'll just pantomime.
that's the
So
laugh I was looking for.
I
Thank you,
have
sir.
I have a question that's almost
Yeah.
the flip side of your
Yeah,
question.
really?
This is great.
Oh boy.
Bring it.
How do I keep my side guy interested? He's a good man. Sex is nice but not necessary. He's shy after a lot of dramatic relationships ended. He
Mm.
wants friendship and fun. And their concern here is that they go a while and they're feeling really connected. Oops. And then they'll kind of fizzle out because there isn't like a whole lot of sexual tension happening.
Right.
And so they keep like almost getting to that friend zone.
Mm-hmm.
So how do you kind of keep interest when you want to keep that romantic relationship, keep the tension, but it doesn't necessarily want to go into a really sexual place?
Mm.
Dun dun dun.
Force it.
This
My-
is a
Okay.
terrible question for me because I'm bad at it.
It's a good question, but I
Yeah,
mean, you
yeah,
started
yeah.
off with side guy. Now, how much side guy is it, right? Because I mean, sort of the
Yeah.
whole point of a side partner is
Yeah.
that it can be more one dimensional.
Right.
Mhm.
You can have a
Right.
partner that's just your intimacy partner, or
Yeah.
just your sex partner, or just your tennis partner.
Right. That's
Yeah.
true. That's true. So maybe
Get another side guy.
side guy is happy with it, like kind of doing that, like going to Platonicville and then like
Right.
kind of coming back.
And that'd be okay too. So maybe get a secondary side guy for when the
Yeah.
trough is, with the,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
or tertiary.
Well, and I think
A
like
Quaternary.
the first thing,
tertiary side guy.
a tertiary side guy.
Tertiary.
I think like of course like ask him like if he's satisfied with that. Like ask him
Right.
if he's if that's really what he's interested in, and even like what he might need to take it out of that, because the first things it's just what comes through me through my psychic blowhole is like maybe he has a hard time like
God, you're
with-
setting up a lot of jokes here.
yeah, right. You can knock him down. You can always interrupt and knock him down. I'm cool with that. But like maybe he has a hard time, no pun intended, with being forward and initiating. Like maybe there's some self-worth issues, some desirability, feelings of desirability, lack of confidence there.
Wait, so you're saying
Yeah.
communication, basically.
Ah,
Oh
God,
my
me and
God.
Never works.
You and the communication, I swear to God.
I
You
know.
think
No, that
it's
is
as
the
if
right
we
answer,
talk.
obviously.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is.
Caring and asking and being vulnerable and just
Yeah.
putting it out there and saying like, is there anything you need?
And maybe
You
there
know?
will be. If it's a loving relationship,
Yeah.
Right. I
And
agree.
I also am a huge proponent of you for asking, not only checking in and going, what do you, are you happy with this? But then also saying, I personally would really like things this, a little bit more of this or a little bit more of that.
Yeah.
This person who wrote this question doesn't sound exactly comfortable with the amount of sexual
Mhm.
attention they're getting. So I would say I would also put a desire in that whole conversation and say, my desire would be
Absolutely.
to have more sexual tension, and maybe we can do more romantic things occasionally or
Mhm.
more sexual things.
Yeah. And maybe even try, something different. If it's hard for them to sincerely get into it, does it always have to be this like authentic, sincere thing? Can you role play? Can you play a game? Can you,
Right.
I don't know, I'm gonna do this to you kind of a thing. Can
Yeah.
you
Right.
dom sub it? Can you know?
Yeah.
Would you
there's-
like to play a game?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, hal it up,
Yeah.
role play,
That wasn't Hal.
tie him
Different
up.
movie,
Oh, it
different
wasn't
movie, no.
different movie. Was it
Games.
number
War Games,
5 is
Matthew Broderick.
alive? Oh,
No, not that
yeah.
one.
Damn it.
That's a good one. I love that one.
Right.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
That's good.
Next
Yeah.
question.
All right.
Yeah.
Another question. Oh my gosh.
Next
We do have
question?
time.
Next question.
Next
question,
everybody.
Question.
All right.
I can't mimic the lip thing, but I can mimic the voice. Next question.
We should have Prune Tank start answering these questions.
Dang.
Yeah, I have
Some
a
of these-
I
character
remember
called
that.
Prune Tank.
Oh, I
now.
know.
You're like, I know.
Oh,
Well, I
God,
know.
Prune Tank.
Yeah. These look like long ones.
I know,
that
I'm trying to find a
novellas in
short
there.
one.
Yeah. Yeah, like just
Ah!
one that's like, how do you spell
Ah.
relief?
Oh my God.
BLOWJOB.
Oh wait, there was one that was really fun once upon a time. Where did that one go?
Once upon a time, there was a great
Oh!
question.
We should
'Kay.
have
This
some-
is someone asking a question for their kid.
Oh!
Their teenager was asking how you could conjugate compersion. So compers, and I was like, oh, that's a good question. Compers,
Mhm.
compersive, compersing. How?
Yeah,
because this
a
is sort of,
compers.
well,
I think
first of
compersion is
all-
a new word.
That's my new word for
okay,
vaginas.
So let's hold on for a
compers.
second and
Okay.
talk grammar. Compersion is not a verb.
Oh yeah, that's right.
So it's
Yeah.
an adjective, noun.
No,
Look
Anyway,
at
it's
the
not a
big
verb.
brain on Brad.
And because it's not a verb,
Brad.
you don't conjugate it. You only conjugate.
Oh, okay.
So
well,
you
no.
you can definitely verbinate it, right? You can
Verbinate it.
turn it into which I
The
really like doing.
verbinator.
Oh,
Yeah.
and that's what they said. I
I
read
must
it wrong. They said
conjugate you.
commonly used way to verb the noun compersion.
Mm-hmm.
So you're right.
Mm.
Because I totally doubted
Yeah.
you before.
Oh, I like this
I love that song.
Me too.
Yes. Yes.
I love the shirtless saxophone player who goes into malls
I
and
fucking
plays
love that guy,
part. He's
too.
the best.
He's the best.
Compers,
Yes.
two compers.
My love,
Compers.
coming in my
yeah, I like to
face.
just say I compers
Yeah.
that. Or
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. That's a light question. Let's go deep.
Yeah.
All right, you want to go deep?
Yeah, I
And-
want to.
and
I want to
hard.
go many more
minutes
inches
to go deep.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, more minutes. Say, yeah, yeah. Speed read. You can work this
Fuck.
out. Yeah,
Ah,
I'm trying to think of a question for Matt.
I'm trying to think of a joke.
Besides, what do you call a guy with no legs and no arms?
Yeah.
Oh,
Laying on
here
his-
we go.
Okay.
Let's just start here.
Mhm.
My nesting partner's girlfriend showed up at our place unannounced last night because the nesting partner had not answered a plethora of calls or texts. This nesting partner feels unsafe and frustrated because their nesting partner has taken no action.
I'm
Um,
confused already. Wait, did
there-
this
I get
start
it.
during like a date that was happening?
So, okay.
No, nesting partner.
Yeah. Nesting partner. So let's say that
Someone
the
you live
person who
with.
wrote this is a woman and they're saying her nesting partner, who in this case, let's say is a dude,
Mhm.
is was not answering his girlfriend's texts or phone calls or whatever.
His non-nesting partners.
Yeah, his
text.
non-nesting. And,
Okay.
and so she shows up at their house
oh,
randomly.
Oh, I missed that. Oh my.
And
Oh, that's not cool.
The person asking the question says, "Am I crazy for being upset about this?" Absolutely not. You are
Yep.
not crazy.
Ding, ding, ding.
Ding, ding,
yes,
ding, ding.
absolutely not.
Yeah.
That's
That's a boundary crosser for sure.
That's a
huge.
violation of privacy and not getting consent and absolutely some
Yeah.
talk's got to happen.
I don't know.
yeah.
I see the other side of this because when you first read it, I thought it was a person. Let's just say it's a guy with two nesting partners or women. I don't know
Mhm.
why.
Yeah.
Because that's hot.
Yeah.
It's a guy sitting here with two women.
Yeah.
Okay, so he's got one main partner. Is a nesting partner that could mean a couple different things, right? Does that mean the
Right.
person he lives with, or does it mean like
Your
a
domestic
nesting-
partner, right?
But it
Yeah.
could also
Yeah.
mean a polyamory where it's like you've got levels of nesting where there's a primary and a secondary, tertiary.
Okay.
Is it not that?
Mhm.
I mean, you could have several nesting partners, but what I read in this question was that there was one like nesting couple,
Right.
Oof.
and that the other person
The other
is
person
like,
is a girlfriend.
Yeah.
yeah,
Who you would hope that the primary partner is communicating about that.
yeah,
So if the other girlfriend shows up because she's not hearing from the guy and fears he might be dead or something,
yeah. That's
That's
true.
pretty good. You
Okay,
should, you know.
here's another question though. You might not be able to answer this, but
Right.
did they have a date, set? And like, if he no-showed to the date and she's
Yeah.
really super worried and shows up to like alert the nesting partner, like, hey, Baba
That's-
Reba Jim Bob didn't show
yeah.
up and I'm worried he might have been noodling and got sucked into a catfish hole. Then
Right.
maybe that's I don't know. I could see that, but just
Yeah.
showing up to me, it feels a little aggressive.
Because you're
I
not,
mean,
know?
you could
Yeah.
actively break up a relationship by being the person on the side showing up to confront your partner's partner.
yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
give me the bunny. I'm going to boil it. It's
Yeah.
a little like,
Yeah, totally.
like not cool,
Yeah, it's
not
not
cool.
cool.
Like,
Yeah.
I get it that's triggering, but sit with it, call a friend, do some meditation breathing, but don't just like, Tigger pounce with, upset and projection and, no, not okay.
I
Yeah.
think that's it.
Boundaries.
Yeah. And part of the complication is that much like family, we can't choose our metamors. We can
Yes.
choose our partners, but we can't choose our partners' partners.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And so it
Right.
becomes his issue to deal with. You can say, hey, I'm really upset. That was a boundary crosser for me. And, I wouldn't personally be like, oh, I feel unsafe. But if you feel unsafe about that, that's a good thing to communicate with him. And then that becomes his thing to manage because he chooses that relationship as well as your relationship. And so
That's
it's
a
like,
good clarification that I am glad you mentioned, because I think that wouldn't have occurred to me. Like, I tend to take everything on myself. Like, well, it's my feelings, so I got to like communicate that for myself. But
you didn't choose that metamor.
you're right.
Yeah,
I
there's-
wouldn't choose that
I
metamor.
wouldn't either.
I see so many other things to this. This is totally like one of those it depends answers, right?
Yeah.
So I was thinking it's a little bit of a douche nozzle move
Uh-huh.
to not return texts and calls.
Mhm.
But maybe
Totally.
if you're really pissed off at a person and you just need a timeout, that might be the right thing to do.
Right.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And so the other person may be just like too attachment style.
Yeah.
Yes, that's
And-
what occurred to me too.
Right.
Is that could have been a bit of a protest plea.
Yeah.
Because and the other thing that comes to my mind too is, of course, being a neurally divergent person. I mean, texting and communicating via text and remembering and being efficient about that. Ooh, I suck
Yeah.
at that. And so, it's really triggering for me when I hear about that, because I've had so many people blow up on me and take personally my, lack of response, my forgetfulness,
Yeah.
and then it's like you're being punished for your neural divergence
Yeah.
on top of all the punishment you already
Yeah.
go through for your neural divergency.
That's a
So-
great thing to bring up. Like if they're listening, I hope that they know that, take your partner and who they are into account also when you have this conversation. Don't expect someone with like ADHD to be awesome at
Yeah.
returning texts right away.
Yeah.
And don't take it personally, and the consequences of that also. Try not to hold that against them.
Mhm.
Yeah, and maybe even establish, like that's one of the things I do when I get into new friendships and things like that, is I let them know, like, hey, if I ever like seemingly ghost you, please don't take it personally,
Mhm.
and assume the best of me, and
Mhm.
give me a little.
Mhm.
You can check back, send me a fuck you emoticon. You can send question marks. If I've dropped the ball, please do that before you take it personally
Show up at my
and get
house.
hurt. Yeah,
Yeah.
or show up at my house upset.
Yeah.
Like, "Yeah." I have told people too that have had a hard time with me before, like, if you cannot handle this aspect of me, we're not going to work out in a relationship, because like I get triggered when someone else like has those kinds of reactions and like blows things out of proportion, and I'm like,
Yeah.
it's a part of my diagnosis.
Yeah. Yeah. And I've seen you go through that in relationships before, where people act like you're doing it to them, and it's like,
Yeah.
you're not doing it to them. This is
Yeah.
who you are, how you are. It's like you can't you have to.
It's like
Oh, okay.
in my own. A question or a comment.
Yeah, Chris
Oh,
VST
boy.
says, do you have tricks for not being distracted with non-sexual noises during an orgy? Noises like people talking, laughing loudly,
Oh,
or should I just
my-
shake their
just-
asses?
Oh my
Yeah,
God,
duh,
Chris.
noise canceling headphones.
Chris,
There you go.
Yeah.
Chris,
butt
you
plugs
and
in your
I,
ears.
Chris, you and I see eye to eye on this. People having conversations during orgies.
Mm.
are
Yeah.
so upsetting to me. I am like,
Yeah.
I need
Yeah.
it to be sexy sounds. I need
Or
it.
pom poms and cheerleaders,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
Suck him off, fuck him off, fist his ass, and take
Even
a break and
that,
smoke
that
some
might be a
grass,
little
you know.
distracting.
Oh, okay, sorry. That's why I don't get called to orgies, I guess.
You're not coming to my orgies.
For many
No,
reasons, but
yeah,
yes.
so many reasons.
Guys.
Yeah,
No,
right.
and this falls under orgy etiquette 101. If you want to have a conversation, let's say you finished up early. Congrats.
Congratulations.
Congratulations. Now go into the other room. I assume there's a living room or a kitchen or something like that. Go get yourself a drink, go talk to your friend or whatever, or snuggle quietly. But
Mhm.
don't start having a conversation just because you're all finished. Other
Right.
people still might be trying to have a sexy time.
Yeah, don't talk about your taxes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no. Oh my gosh.
Or baseball.
Yeah.
And what
Yeah.
I have been in the position of holding my ears
yeah, yeah.
during parties before because people started having a conversation. I'm like,
Mhm.
hi,
and you don't
Trey.
want to say, "Hey, stop! Take that in the other room."
Yeah.
You just saying
Right.
fucking in here.
Yeah, if
Yeah,
it's a mobile
exactly.
home, I don't know if
I'm
it's a
trying to
mobile
have an orgasm.
yeah. Yeah, if it's a trailer park, you know, I don't know. Even take it outside. I don't care. But
Yeah.
it seems rude, you know.
Yeah. It does. And so I think the kind of the only thing you can do ahead of time is to talk to the hosts and say, hey, can we just clarify that conversations should be happening in this other area and that we
Oh, 6:05. Sorry.
wow.
Wow, holy
Yeah.
mackerel. We need a clock on this table.
Yeah.
A what?
Yeah.
A cock.
A cock on this table.
So
That tells
high.
time. Flop.
We need a what?
Zip.
Yeah.
Sorry for that
Yeah.
sound effect there.
That's okay. It
That's
wasn't
okay.
too bad. There you go.
Does
That's
that
what we
work?
need.
That's our
Yeah,
timer.
That's what we need every day. Oh,
Yeah.
so finally,
Finally.
my putting the fun and functioning sister finally attached her Venmo and PayPal so that people can
PayPal will be set up within the next day. We just need to tweak the name of our Instagram first because
there's-
PayPal is so uptight about sex
Oh, brother.
and money and like as if we're doing sex trafficking.
Let's be
something like
honest.
that, yeah.
That, you know, we should be allowed. But yeah,
Yeah.
Venmo's better,
that's
except PayPal and Venmo.
Well, yeah, PayPal
PayPal.
owns Venmo, but
I
the
didn't
tricky
know
part
that.
is to do PayPal, you have to set up your Instagram or some social media, and all of the social media was that an orgy? And so I'm getting blocked.
Yeah, I see that.
Facebook. Oh, okay. Then I'll do the Facebook with the 0. Okay, so the
soon to
PayPal
come.
will be set up immediately.
immediately.
Immediately, and
Yeah.
Venmo is set up.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
We're gonna have a pledge drive fundraiser.
We
totally.
should definitely have a pledge drive, a plunge drive.
We're like Jerry's
Yeah.
kids.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes,
just gonna go there.
absolutely. Yes,
I'm Jerry's
Yeah.
tits.
Yeah, have a fun drive.
And I've got the
Let's do that.
Patreon link up there.
Think of
too.
all the prizes, you know, that we could give, you know.
Totally.
Yeah, the rewards. I don't know what they call them, but you know.
Yeah, maybe someone, when my butt
Perks.
painting is
perks,
done.
the perks, the whole enchilada.
I got some perks.
Yeah, we got some
Yeah.
perks.
Yeah.
All right, we'll just sell your tits. You know,
Dude.
I mean, or reward your tit. Wait, what do I mean? We'll
I
perk
don't
your
know.
tits, we'll
Like,
perk
know
your
what I
am I
wanna know.
gonna lose a tit over this? I'm not really-
No. You'll just
And by the
gain
way,
a new friend.
What's wrong with your tits? They're perfectly.
Hey, thanks. Yeah, exactly. I know. I need to have them out more.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
Send them up.
Yeah, send
Your
'em out.
tits make sound. What's up
I
with
know.
that? Oh,
It's a white Christmas.
my
you
tits are
guys.
so quiet.
Hey, yeah. Anyway, sorry, that was so inappropriate. Jesus Christ,
This is.
what happened to me?
I know we haven't been inappropriate at all till now.
I know.
No.
Leave it to me. Leave it to Beaver.
Dicklickshitballs.
I know.
Dicklickshitballs.
That's why they call me Teresa.
Cunt.
Yeah,
Like Jesus, fuck you.
Jesus, fuck you.
Yeah.
With your dildo.
With my dildo.
your Jesus on a cross dildo.
I want to bring that in.
Yeah. Now that
Okay.
I found it, you know what I remembered about it
What?
was that. And sorry, I'm almost done running overtime.
That's good.
is that it was, remember how I was saying it was hanging from my altar over my bed?
Yeah.
And I was having a Zoom meeting and people were like, what's that behind your head? And it was the Jesus on a cross dildo.
Yeah.
And I like smackety backed and it like fell off and I put it on the altar and then I forgot I put it there
Oh
till
my
I reached
God.
up there to put up the dildo that Steve Heikela gave us from
Yay.
Aubergine.
That.
And I went to put
So
that up
good.
there and I was like, oh my God.
You
here's
found
the Lord
Jesus.
I found Jesus.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. I kind of
I'm going to go find him again
I want
too.
to I want to bring Jesus to the show.
Well, you know why I love Jesus? Because he's hung like this.
Hey! Oh my God. Oh, and Matt, what does 80-year-old pussy taste like?
Oh, I don't know.
Depends.
Sure you don't know. Sure. I thought it was going to be your upper lip, but
Oh, that's
yeah. Oh, so dirty. Well,
good. Yeah.
Matt, thanks for ruining your life and coming and your reputation. I mean, I meant coming onto the show. So
Yeah.
That was weird.
Thanks
And
for
coming-
coming.
yeah.
Thanks for coming and
Thanks for
ruining
coming.
your
Clean up on
reputation.
Teresa's face. Yeah, exactly. Ruining your reputation. There we
go.
go. We're going out.
Sex positivity.
Yeah. Yeah. See you next Tuesday. Don't call me a cunt. I mean, no, do call me a cunt.
Yeah, whoa, whoa, what are you gonna
Oh my
do
God.
with the eagle beaver baby of mine? Ooh, I'm always there beside you, no matter where you stop. I'll follow you to movies, even to the barber shop. Now, eagle beaver baby, eagle beaver baby, eagle beaver baby. Well, what are you gonna do with this eagle beaver baby?